today's matchup between the Immanuel Lutheran Lancers and the Mcdonell Macks. The Immanuel C team in a quad here will take on Altoona and Chippewa Falls after this one. As we'll do a quick lineup check before we begin. Once again, Mcdonell has given me their booth, so this will be the best view we're going to get. If we move over to this court, it'll be a little bit better because we'll be a little bit closer. We'll be having to go all the way across. And I don't believe the teams will switch sides either, so if the Lancers stay closest to us, it'll be easier for us to see them at the very least. I still do not have any rosters, so I'll be using numbers for Mcdonell, and we do my best for the names for the Lancers. As they will start with serving, set up, lunging save, sent out of play, and the Macks will strike first with a 1-0 lead. Back to serve for the Macks. And it's Lillian set up. Spicer going to send it across the net. Set back up, sent cross court. Now I'm going to find its way out of play as the Lancers tied up at 1. And back to serve for the Lancers will be Rock. Save and set back. Right across court, skims along the net. Handle and set back row for Williams. Got it over, but not in play. As the Macks get it back and take a 2-1 lead. Nelson will enter. And heading back to serve for the Macks will be number 29. Just along the top of the net, splits the Lancer defense for an ace. And the Macks go up by 2. Save by Nelson. Got over the net, but alongside. As the Macks now go up by 3, 4-1 on back-to-back aces from number 29. Save, gonna get it back up in the air and touched over. And set back left side. Got one toward the back line and gonna be called in. 5-1 Mac lead. By Nelson off our hands to the floor. Another ace for number 29, and now a 5-point lead. Nelson will receive this one cleanly, and miscommunication on the pass. Pfeiffer and Williams both went for it and ended up stopping and going back at the same time. Drop down from another ace for number 29 as she heads back to serve again. Miscommunication, Nelson ran up for it. Other Lancer came running back. Early timeout for the Lancers on a couple of aces from the 29. Gives her team a 7-point lead, 8-1. Back with timeout. Lancers down 8-1. Still serving number 29 for the Macks. Gonna keep her serving run alive. Off the top of the net, and just enough to roll right over. Nothing the Lancers can do about it as she knocks down another ace. 8-point lead now. To the back, ends up going over the hands of Williams and drops down on the back line. Macks winning double digits, up by 9. Confusion as the ball from the other court came into play. Ended up catching a few Lancers off guard. As number 29 knocks down another ace with it. And gives the team a 10-point lead. Just read by Curran as it goes over her hands. Score going up now 12-1. Ring saved by Curran, set back, and we bumped over it. Bouncing off the net, back to the Macks side, just touched over. Back up in the air, and pass goes a little bit too far back. As the Macks hold on and keep their run alive, up by 11. Spot, dropping it down between almost all 6 of them. She knocks down another ace. Mishandle dropping her at the last second, couldn't quite get all the way underneath it. As the Macks go up 15-1. And that one heads into that. Going to go back to the Lancers as they bring themselves back within 13. Schmid will enter along with Sito. And she will head back to serve. Hit it. We'll send it back to the Macks as they go back up by 14 now. 28 will enter and we'll head back to serve. Off the net. Got it back up in the air. But no Lance there to receive it. Macks looking to string a few more together here, up by 15, 17-12. Running save off the hands of Schmid and out of play. An ace for number 28, and they're up by 16. Good spot there, right along the net, drops on the line for another ace. 19-2 now. Diving save off her hands and off into the wall. Another ace. And the Macks go up by 17. Sliding save, back up in the air. Pfeiffer came right at her feet, tried to kick it up in the air. No avail. And then back to serve once again. Sliding save by Nelson, goes off her hands in the opposite court. And number 28 knocks down another ace. Down the line, Nelson wisely lets it go as that one goes out. So we're going to go back to the Lancers as they bring themselves back within 19, 22-3. And back to serve will be Pfeiffer. Save going to be set back. Fading away. Good touch to get it over. And just in a bad spot. And as it being stuck in the net. With the Macks now just 2 points away from taking the first set, 23-3. Shoot by Nelson. Pfeiffer comes over. And Siddle will back set it over. Handled and set center. Good touch over the nets. And Siddle got caught in between as the Macks bring themselves just 1 point away from taking the first set. Heading back to do it will be number 25. And Nelson tried to correct, couldn't in time, so ends up dropping on the back line. But the Macks ending it on an ace and winning it 25-3 in the first set. Second set will start in about 3 minutes. As Lancers look to make a comeback and tie this one up, down 1-0. And we are back for the second set. Lancers dropped the first one 25-3. As they will indeed stay on the same side. Gives us a better view from here. And after a quick lineup check, the Macks will start us off on the serving here in the second set. And we're ready to begin. Number 40 for the Macks, back to serve. Running save by Kern. Set back for Kern. And couldn't quite make it there as the Macks start off with a 1-0 lead. Just off the top of the net. Not much Lancers could do about it as it dropped in between a few of them. Nice for the Macks, puts them up 2-0. Lunging save, gets it back in the air and onto the Macks side. Sent immediately back. And Lancers couldn't quite get back in position as the Macks go up 3-0. Running save by Pfeiffer. Sent back up and a sliding bump over off the top of the net. As the Macks extend their lead to 4. Down the line, Pfeiffer's there, tip back up and almost back to set over And they'll bring up the top of the net once again. Lancers go down 5-0. Ball from the opposite court comes into play, and they will redo it. The back corner is there. Sent across and back. And they're hitting off the side of her arm. And the Macks go up 6-0. Sliding save by Williams off the top of the net. And the Macks string together another, now up by 7. Schmid's going to enter. Running save by Pfeiffer, couldn't quite get it high enough. As Missouri's for the Macks, puts them up by 8. Go ends up just hitting the side of that line. Another ace in the corner. Williams there to receive it. Sent across, and Pfeiffer can't quite get it over. That'll be 4 hits on the Lancers. That corner, Pfeiffer gets it on the run, and too much of a line drive for anyone else to receive it as it ends up going into the net. An 11-0 lead now for the Macks. Williams there to receive. Set up for Pfeiffer. Big spot over the net. Tipped up and back into play, and back bumped over. Curtis there. Put up for Schmid. Just up to the net, diving save, can't get it back in the air. And the Lancers bring themselves within 10. And it'll be Roth back to serve for the Lancers. Trying to bring themselves on a run to get themselves back in this game. Down early, 11-1. Down the line, handled cleanly. Set up center. Good fake touch over. Sent back out, and now finds the the net. Back across right side, and play gonna stop as the ball after the court came in. And the Lancers will reserve. Check on the Lancers. And they will get repositioned. Tries to come to a decision here, explaining to the Lancer coach, trying to get them back into position. And they've also changed the call of replay to Mac point. Called it a replay initially, however, play was away from the ball and didn't affect the point that the Macks got. So it'll be 12-1, and Macks will get the serve. This one touched back over, sent right back, and wrong side of the pole. As Macks go up 13-1. Dropping that back to the Macks side. We'll go back to the Lancers. Back with an 11. Nelson back in for Roth. And it'll be Schmidt back to serve. And that one's going to come up short. Going right back to the Macks, who go up by 12. And Lance is being repositioned once again. And Sito now going to enter. And they're back in position. They're ready to continue. Number 28 now serving. Grabs it back up in the air, and Sito will tip it over. Back set into the net, and the Lancers bring it back with an 11. And it'll be Pfeiffer back to serve. Good spot, lunging save, set up center, good touch over. And it's miscommunication from front and back row on who to take it, ends up dropping down. As the Macks go up by 12. The back, and that one goes long, and Lancers get it right back. Back with an 11. And it'll be Kern heading back to serve. Running save, going to set it back across along the net, and can't get it back in the air. As the Macks go up by 12 once again. The back Schmidt's there. Kern going to send one back up, and can't quite be touched over. As the Macks go up by 13. Back up in the air, going to be sent up. And back into that once again as the Macks increase their lead to 14. Off the hands of Nelson on a play for another ace. And now a 19-4 game. By Pfeiffer, back up off the net, no one there to get there, no one can get there in time. As the Macks find the 20s and go up by 16. Shoot by Schmid, Nelson sends it back into play, and miscommunication, but Pfeiffer bounces it over anyway. Set back, cross court, offensive Schmid, and to the floor. As the Macks go up by 17 now. Good spot, running save, gonna set it back across. Touched over, set back center, goes to the back and too far. Lancers bring it back within 16. answer for Nelson. And it'll be Cito back to serve. Fading away off the hands of Cito out of play. And the Macks go back up by 17. A couple of Lancer subs come back in. And Libero number 1 back to serve for the Macks. Play for an ace, and the Macks now just 2 points away from taking the second set. One goes deep and drops down on the back line for an ace. The Macks now up by 19, just 1 point away from taking the second set. Received and set back. Knocked over by Roth. Gets that one back on the side. It was just there. Pfeiffer sets it back up. And can't be touched over, and that'll do it. 25-5 in the second set. The Macks take it by 20. The Lancers dropped the first game in 2 sets, 25-3 and 25-5. They will play either Altoona or Chi High next. Not sure what the schedule actually is. And they quite possibly could be moving over to the first court, or they may be staying where they are. Have to wait for the Chi High and Altoona game to get done. As they already finished 1 set and score this one currently 7-3. Shouldn't be too much longer for that one to get done. As Chi High won that first set and are currently winning here as well, 8-3. So that'll take about 10-15 minutes to finish that one up, and there'll be about a 2-3 minute break before the next game start up. So about 20 minutes before the Lancers' second game will start. I will turn it off and turn it back on after the Chi High Altoona game gets done for our second game. See you in 20 minutes. As the Lancers drop the first game in 2 sets.